Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Tarot. Tonight I'm going to be doing your general love reading for March of 2020. Before we get started, just a brief reminder that time is fluid, so please just take what resonates, leave what does not. This may be your story, it may not be your story, but don't try to make it your story. Just take what resonates and leave what does not. Also, time is fluid, I don't read genders. I read energies of the cards. With that being said, we're going to get right into it. So here we go. All right, Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces in love for 2020? What messages do we have for Pisces in love for 2020, Spirit? What messages do we have for Pisces in love? Messages for Pisces in love. Ooh. Messages for Pisces in love. For March 2020. I just want to point out that every time I asked Spirit for a message regarding Pisces in love, a card popped out. So I just want to point that out. All right. So we're going to lay, these cards are going to set to the side for a minute. We're going to lay your cards out now. This is your current position. We've got your immediate future, and then we've got the final position. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we do have, we do have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So we're just going to take this Eight of Cups in reverse, and we're going to combine it with all the other things that popped out when I was asking for messages for you. So we have the Ten of Cups. So the cards that popped out and what's at the bottom of the deck, we are going to say that these are all your overall energies of the reading, what this reading is trying to tell you. So, which is very important, especially because every time I asked what messages we have for Pisces, cards popped out. So this is a strong message as what this is what your overall energy of the read is. The first card that popped out is going to be the Ten of Cups in reverse. So the overall message is going to be that right now, for some reason, you are not completely emotionally fulfilled. You do not have emotional fulfillment within yourself, emotional fulfillment within your family, peaceful home life. There's something going on that definitely, and this is a cup card, which is a water card, so this is definitely your energy for sure, because cup energy is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So right now you're in a place where you're not emotionally fulfilled. After that, what popped out was the Seven of Wands. So this is some fire energy, Aries, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. You could have traditionally been the type of person that fights for relationships and fights for what it is that you want. I feel like you're in a position right now where you're tired of that. You're tired of always being the one that has to fight for things. And with this Seven of Wands in reverse, it's just saying to me that, you know, you're not defending yourself anymore. You're not, fighting for what it is that you believe in. You're not explaining yourself to anyone. You're done with that. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with this emotional unfulfillment that you're feeling. The third card that popped out was the Death card. The Death card is in reverse. So this is about immediate change, transition from one way of life maybe to another. I feel like the reason why you're feeling this way in terms of not being emotionally fulfilled and just, not feeling that way because of the fact that you're just so tired of fighting for everything all the time. I feel like with this Death in reverse, even though you're afraid of fighting all the time and you just want basically someone to fight for you, you're not making that change happen for yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do to change either your ways or your ways of thinking or the ways that you handle relationships or the ways you approach relationships. There's something about you and the way that you take in these relationships that do not serve you. And then once you take on these relationships that do not serve you, you always typically would, defend yourself and fight for that relationship to the death instead of that other person fighting for you or you guys fighting for each other. And that's why you are not in the emotional fulfillment stage right now with the Ten of Cups in reverse. And it doesn't appear with this Death card that that behavior is changing. It's like that behavior is there, and that that's causing you, not to be emotionally fulfilled, and you are sick of doing it, and you are no longer wanting to do it. But it doesn't seem like the change that needs to happen in order for you to get to the place that you want to be is necessarily on the table right now. The fourth card that popped out for you would be the Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Eight of Cups in reverse is saying to me, this is more water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, which is also your energy again. You're not walking away from the things that do not serve you. So as much as you don't like being in these relationships that hold you back, as much as you don't like being in the relationships where you're always the one trying to make things right and fight for it, as much as you are not emotionally fulfilled because of that, as much as you're telling yourself that you're done with always being the one that has to fight for everything and make things right, you're not changing. And the reason why the Death card in reverse stating that you're not changing, what clarifies that was that this fourth card popped out is because you're not walking away from the love that does not serve you, even though you know what it is that's not serving you, because we have this moon here, and the moon is a lot about like intuition and things that you don't know really coming to light. To me, the first thing, even though this card is in reverse, it's still, to me, what it's still applying, I feel, to your situation. Even though there's nothing hidden, what's going on, you still are not walking away from it. And then the last card that popped out as the overall energy would be the, or actually this was at the bottom of the deck, which is the Seven of Cups. So what this is about, just having many options in life or many passions in life, maybe many options in love. But it does also stand for passions in life and the things that you're passionate about and going after them and getting them, achieving them. And I feel like this is you, like in the shadow, looking at your life and the possibilities of what's out there for you and wanting to find what your passions are and wanting to live your dreams and wanting to, come into a state of self-fulfillment and happiness that you create on your own, so you can find, or that the right person can find you, or you all can find each other, however you want to look at it. So you see that and you want that and you know that it's there. But for some reason, you are not happy because you are not doing what it is that you need to do to change what's happening in your life. You're not walking away. And then what's also interesting is that at the bottom of the deck, underneath the Seven of Cups, was the Eight of Swords. And this is about self-limitation, because you could see here that she's bound and she's stuck and she's blinded, but her feet are free, which means that she has the opportunity to walk away from these swords and what it is that's not serving her, or was a feminine energy. But she has, this person in the card has the opportunity to walk away, but for some reason they're just not doing it. So that's the overall energy. Now in the present position, we have the Two of Cups. So this is more water energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I feel like in your current position, I feel like this read is for Pisces that are in relationships. I'm just going to be straight up about that. Based off of all the cards that popped out as the overall energy of the read. I feel like you're in a relationship, you're in a union with somebody that is just not for you. Maybe you initially thought it was a twin flame energy. Maybe you initially thought it was, this, soulmate connection, but it's not. You guys are not coming together right now. And this may be more or less a karmic relationship in your life than it is a soulmate or kindred spirit connection relationship in your life. And I feel like you're realizing it. Like I said, with this Eight of Cups and that moon there, what's up. But for some reason, you're not doing it. You're not walking away. But you're with this person, but this person is not what you thought it was. It's more of a karmic energy. And I feel like maybe you're just too in it in order to be able to really figure out what it is that you need to do to walk away. Now we have the World card. The World card a lot of the time is about ascending yourself into a greater spiritual power. It's about having the, world at your fingertips, having everything that you need for things to come around full circle. And this card is in the reverse. So I feel like in this relationship that you're in, you need to walk away. It's something you have to do, but you're not doing it and you're unable to do it for whichever reason. So it's causing you to descend. It's causing you to be in a state where, you're not, like we said with this 10 of Cups in reverse, you're not emotionally fulfilled. You're not ascending. You're not ascending like you would be if this card was in the upright with the World card. You're descending. You're unfulfilled. You're going into a dark place because of it. And, yet again, you're still not walking away from it in the immediate future. Now, for the final outcome, we do have the Six of Swords, which is a very good sign. This, to me, shows that you do eventually walk away. You do eventually get through it. You do eventually, go through the hard times. There may be harder times ahead, but you definitely do walk away and figure out what it is that, or begin the journey, at least, to figure out what it is that you need to do for, your overall happiness and emotional fulfillment. I will clarify these 3 cards. So I want to clarify this too. Oh, geez, it already popped out. I wanted to clarify the 2 of Cups and it already popped out. So we have the four of Cups. So that's a good sign. So the 4 of Cups clarifying the 2 of Cups in reverse. So the 2 of Cups in reverse, like we said, this is somebody that you thought maybe was a kindred spirit or soulmate connection. We're figuring out that is not it. They're more of a karmic cycle connection. The 4 of Cups is clarifying that yes, this is somebody that, whatever it is, whatever offer that it is, or whatever it is that they're able to give to you, it's just not enough. And it's not to say that that's something that's a bad thing. Everybody has their standards. Everybody has what it is that they're, willing to accept and what they're not willing to accept. And if the person that you're with that you thought was this, twin flame, kindred spirit soulmate connection, if the love that they're trying, if what they have to give you and what they're able to offer you is not within what you feel you want, need, or deserve, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's what this is clarifying, is that there's just something about this person that whatever it is that they're willing to offer you, whatever love that it is that they're capable to give you, it's just not enough for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's putting you, like we said, in the immediate future in a place where you're descending and you're not, there's no completions, you're not in a position that's really, I want to say it's unhealthy. So we'll clarify the World card in reverse. So yeah, that is clarified by the 5 of Wands in reverse. So what this is saying to me is that you're in this state of descending and not really, being so great with your current situation. But what you are going to do, it seems as though you're going to stop the fight and you're going to stop the conflict. Whatever conflict it is that's happening, whatever it is that's causing you to, whatever it is, the love that they're trying to give you, whatever it is that you're asking of them that they're unable to provide, that's causing the conflict, it's going to end. And I have a big feeling that's why your final is the 6 of Swords, which is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there's a chance that, there may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that comes in, male or female, that could help you to understand what it is that you need to do in order to move on and get through those rough times. And like I said, there will be more rough times. There will be a little bit of more turbulence ahead, but the worst of it, in the final outcome, the worst of it has passed. So I will clarify that 6 of Swords. So it's clarified with the Emperor. So yeah, I'm going to say that there's definitely, the Emperor is your Aries. The Emperor is somebody who's a very powerful person, someone who's in a position of power. It could be a father figure, somebody that maybe is your father. There's going to be somebody that helps you get through this, and is going to be there for you, to, when the battle is at its worst, and they're going to help you move on. And there will be some other trying times, but like I said, in the final outcome, the worst of it has ended, and you are moving on from this relationship that no longer serves you. And the person that's going to help you is going to be somebody who has a masculine energy, who is a very high, powerful, highly intelligent father figure, maybe a father to you, maybe somebody that you work with, that you look up to, who is just a father figure in your life, or somebody that has that male role model piece that they bring to your life. So whoever this is, just take as it resonates. But with that being said, Pisces, this reading is it's a lot. I mean, but it is what it is. A lot of times we find ourselves in these relationships that we think, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the person for me. This is the love of my life. And then, you come to find out that, it isn't exactly what you thought it was, and what this person has to give you isn't necessarily, or what this person can give you rather, isn't necessarily what is something that you want or need for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, this is what the things that I need in my life, and these are the, this is the emotional piece that I need, or this is the type of support that I need, or whatever it is that are your standards. There's nothing wrong with having them, and just because somebody can't provide you with them doesn't necessarily mean that you or them are wrong or bad. It's just that the connection is not a proper connection. It's not a good connection. And it puts you in a place, like with this world card reverse, it puts you in a place, instead of ascending up and having the world at your fingertips and being in a place of growing, you're in a place of where you're descending, you're going downhill, you're going backwards. But this does clarify that with the 5 of Wands in reverse. You're going to stop that. You're going to stop, whether that's the internal conflict that you're having over this, whether it's the conflict that you're having with the partner that you're with over this. You're eventually going to stop, and you are going to move on. And there's going to be somebody in your life that has a very masculine energy, that has a very powerful, authoritative, father-like energy, whether, like I said, it is your father, a father of somebody, a father figure to you, a male role model, a boss, anybody that you know in your life that is a very powerful man or a very powerful person with masculine energy is going to definitely come in, and they're going to come in, and they're going to help you get through the worst of the times, and probably even be there with you when even the smaller tides roll in. All right, Pisces, this has been your March 2020 general love reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again. Thank you.